It's time for the Property Podcast, where every week tens of thousands of property investors, new and experienced, join together to get news, knowledge and laughs at our expense. With me, Rob Bence.
And me, Rob Dix. Join us every Thursday morning for your weekly dose of property ideas and motivation. Then head over to our website at thepropertypodcast.com to keep the conversation going. Now though, let's get started.
Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the Property Podcast. I'm Rob B, and with me is Rob D. And that's going to be the end of my Santa impression, Rob, you'll be pleased to know. But yeah.
I'm quite enjoying it as an annual tradition. it's like mince pies or a log fire or something. Nothing says Christmas like your bad Santa impression.
Well, I don't like to disappoint, and Rob, we don't like to disappoint, because even though this is going out on Christmas Eve, we've not missed a podcast in 145 episodes every single week without fail, so we couldn't stop now.
No, we couldn't, but at the same time, we didn't think you'd really be in the mood for some hardcore kind of property or economics or anything like that. So we just wanted to pop up and say a very quick happy Christmas and thank you for listening all through the year.
Yeah, happy Christmas, happy holidays, whatever you're celebrating, I hope you enjoy. Rob, what are you up to?
I'm off to Malta in search of some sun. I thought I was going to be avoiding the freezing cold. It's actually been surprisingly okay here over the last couple of weeks, but it's still sort of 20 odd degrees over there. So I'm heading out there. Well, in fact, I'll be there by the time this goes out. And then my family are coming over to join us and it should be really nice. What about you? Are you getting away anywhere or staying close to home?
Staying close to home, very close to home, in fact, home. But I'll be working quite a bit over Christmas and New Year, as I know you are, because we've got so much going on next year, which I'm sure we'll talk about. But I don't see that as a punishment. I'm actually really excited about the projects and the big picture stuff that I can do in peace and quietish environment and enjoy and get that ready for the new year. So a bit of time off, of course, but really looking forward to 2016.
Yeah, likewise. And it is the perfect time of year for doing a bit of reviewing and doing a bit of goal setting. So if you're sick of your family and you need to get away for a little bit, of course, we've got a course on goal setting, but I'm sure that you'll have plenty to think about property-wise as well. It is a great time of year when things quieten down for a little bit. And it is amazing. I remember from last year how the emails just completely die off and the phone isn't ringing. And it's great to sneak a little bit of time to think about what's coming up and get ahead of the game so you can hit January running. But, taking a break is fine too.
It is. But as you said, Rob, reviewing, setting goals we talk about a lot. And reviewing, we have mentioned before, particularly at this time of year, but that is so important as well. Sitting down and taking notes mentally or writing it down, whatever you prefer, of what you've achieved this year. Don't focus on what you didn't do. That's not useful. Focus on what you did achieve, all the good things that did happen, because you did set goals originally and you did take action and you did decide to move your life forward. Reflect on that. And if you are slightly disappointed, don't be. Just put actions together, plans in place so you can take advantage of the year ahead and make that your best yet. But make sure you do that review session and focus more on the positives than the negatives. And if you do want to look at things you didn't achieve, look at the lessons rather than the overall results. Look at the lessons and what you could do differently rather than, didn't do that, did I? Which nicely, Rob, leads us on to what we're going to be covering next week.
Yeah, so this is a very short episode. Next week, we're going to be doing a little bit of a review and a forward plan. We're going to be talking about what we got up to in 2015 and some of the things that we've got planned for next year. So doing exactly what Rob's just been talking about. So we've had a few shorter or lighter episodes over Christmas because people's attention is elsewhere. But coming up in January, we're getting right back into the serious stuff. So one of the things we've got coming up on the podcast at the start of the year is a special 3-part series on setting a property strategy. And that, I think, is probably going to be some of the most valuable episodes we've done because we talk about strategy all the time, but we're going to be bringing that together into a sort of coherent step-by-step kind of thing. So we're going to be really getting off to a flying start, I think.
We will. We're going to start strong and maintain that rhythm throughout the year. We've got some big plans, but rather than reveal them now, we'll do that next week. So, Rob, Make sure you leave your carrots out and your glass of milk. He's coming tonight. No, and that's not your annoying uncle. That's Father Christmas. So everybody who's listening, if you're listening to this pre-Christmas, happy Christmas. If you're listening to this post-Christmas, I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. And we're looking forward to sharing a wonderful 2016 with you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the Property Podcast. Make sure you join our mailing list at thepropertypodcast.com.
And remember, we love 5-star reviews. Rob even loves them more than air miles.